What is up, everyone? Welcome back to GrayDays TV, and today I'm going to give an update on the death of Victoria Rose Smith. Just to do a small recap, on January 14, 2021, authorities were called to the house of Ariel and Jerry Robinson after they placed a 911 call stating that their adopted 3-year-old daughter, Victoria Rose Smith, was unresponsive. When first responders arrived, they immediately rushed Victoria to the hospital where she was later pronounced dead, and they immediately suspected child abuse. And an autopsy later revealed that she suffered multiple fatal blunt force trauma injuries to both her head and body. Ariel and Jerry Robinson are accused of inflicting several blunt force trauma injuries to Victoria Rose Smith that led to her death on January 14, 2021, according to arrest warrants, otherwise known as homicide by child abuse. Jerry Robinson, 34, and Ariel Robinson, 29, are currently being held at the Greenville County Detention Center, having been denied bond. They have both since attained attorneys, and one of them, Ariel Robinson, had her bond hearing on February 12, 2021. And that hearing is where all of this new information is from. At the hearing, the prosecution revealed chilling details of the events that took place on January 14th and the hours before Tori's death. Details that were redacted in the police report that I mentioned in my previous video. The state said that Ariel Robinson told firefighters that Tori had drowned by drinking too much water when they arrived on scene on January 14th. Jerry placed a 911 call around 2 p.m. that day, and he stated that Tori had drank too much water and that they were doing CPR on her. After firefighters arrived on scene, they saw bruises all over Tori's body, on her ears, her face, and up and down both of her legs. When Ariel Robinson spoke to police on scene, she said that Tori threw up the night before after returning home from church. According to Ariel Robinson's account, the next morning Tori was eating breakfast when Jerry gave her a glass of water, and Tori later told her parents that her stomach hurt and that she was cold. Ariel later said that she gave Tori a heated blanket, and at some point Victoria started choking on the water she was drinking. Ariel and Jerry were the only ones at the home at the time because the other 4 boys were at school. Then Ariel Robinson said that she started giving Tori the Heimlich maneuver. When that didn't work, Ariel said that she pressed on Tori's stomach and told her husband to call 911. And she went on to say that she gave Victoria CPR until the firefighters arrived. When asked about the bruises, Ariel told police that she was pushing too hard on her when she was trying to revive her. Police then asked Ariel about the bruises on Victoria's head and legs, and Ariel went on to blame Tori's biological brother, saying that he had anger issues. And again, I want to mention that the medical examiner has stated that Victoria Rose Smith died from multiple blunt force trauma injuries, and he didn't mention anything about drowning. The detectives working the case later asked the brothers' principals about these allegations that Ariel claimed, and the principal said that the boy seemed very happy and showed no signs of physical abuse towards anyone. Jerry Robinson told authorities that he never hurt Tori, and according to the state, he said that Ariel Robinson beat the 3-year-old with a belt, a paddle, and other objects. Jerry Robinson also said that he was outside when the beating took place on January 14, 2021, but when he came inside and saw Victoria's body, he looked at his wife and stated, "You've gone too far." Jerry Robinson stated that they bathed Victoria in Epsom salt and that he went to the store around 1 p.m. to buy medicine for the bruising before returning home and calling 911. And these statements directly contradict with what Ariel Robinson told authorities. Court documents also revealed that the Robinsons were having money problems. The Robinsons' home had been in foreclosure since 2019, and according to court statements, they stopped making payments on the home in 2018. And the only reason the Robinsons had a home was because of the COVID-19 eviction ban, which allowed the Robinsons to stay in their home throughout 2020. But the biggest bombshell of the day came when it was revealed that Ariel and Jerry had not officially adopted Victoria yet. They were technically in the process of fostering Tori and her 2 brothers until the adoption, which was supposed to be finalized in January. And at the bond hearing, Victoria's biological mother asked the judge to deny bond and said that her family was devastated about Victoria's death. Ariel Robinson, however, did not speak at her hearing. Her attorney argued that she had a clean criminal record, was a lifelong resident of South Carolina, and attained her master's degree at Clemson University, which is located in South Carolina. He also stated that she was a public school teacher up until 2019, and that she was a member of the PTA. And if you've ever watched any TV shows or anything about court, He's basically establishing that she should be able to go out on bond. However, the judge did not think that Ariel Robinson's clean record was enough to grant her bond. The judge said that she denied the request based on the seriousness of the charges. She said that Ariel Robinson is a flight risk and that she should be considered a danger to herself and to the community. So Ariel Robinson is currently facing life in prison, and I would assume that her husband is facing the same life in prison. Anyway, that's the update on things so far. As you guys may know already, my video was posted a day before the bond hearing. My original video was posted the day before the bond hearing. I did not think this much information would come out. So as soon as I saw that information, I knew that eventually I needed to put out an updated video with this updated information, because it is a lot more information and it paints a completely different picture of Ariel Robinson than I had in the original video. Now it seems pretty clear that there's something very much wrong with her, and I believe what her husband is saying. I'm sure he also played a part in it. I know he's saying he didn't, but you're in the house with her. You could have stopped her. You let this stuff happen, so you are responsible just as much as she is. But this information makes it clear that she was the reason that all this happened. So as far as an actual trial, no one really knows when it could happen. It could be weeks, it could be months. So keep on the lookout for that. Until then, I will be doing other videos. Like I say in every video, I do take suggestions. I really appreciate it. You can email me those suggestions. I try to check my emails more frequently than I usually do, because I'm noticing that I'm getting more emails lately. So I really appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate it. And my email information is in the description down below if you want to email me. I would say it's probably more likely that I'll see an email than a comment. I usually don't check comments after the first day or two. But most likely, if you leave a comment in the first day, I'm going to see it. And I usually like it or leave a heart or something by it to let you know that I've seen it. So yeah, make sure you guys either leave comments or email me with suggestions on videos you want me to do, and because I really appreciate it. Anyway, feel free to like, subscribe, do all those nice things. It helps the channel grow. It shows me that you like this content and that you want me to keep putting it out, so I really appreciate it. Other than that, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below. And like always, I will see you next video.